Hi, I'm Emily from the Museum of the North, and today we're going to make a bat with flapping wings like this one. Bats are amazing animals. They're the only mammals who can fly, and their wings are actually modified hands with really long finger bones. And in between those finger bones is a thin layer of skin called a membrane. And because they can move all those finger bones, that makes their wings really flexible, and they can dart around in midair and are excellent flyers. There are about 1,300 species of bats in the world, and about 7 of those species live in Alaska. Here in interior Alaska, we have the little brown bat, which you don't see very often because it's nocturnal. It's active at night. But what it does all night is it eats insects. It can eat up to 1,500 insects a night. Today, we're going to make a little flapping bat so we can see how they fly. You will need our bat template, which you can get from our website, or you can draw your own. Then you'll need 2 sheets of construction paper, a pencil, and some scissors, straw, and some thin cardboard, like from a cereal box or other packaging, glue, and some tape. So let's get started. Cut out your bat template, which I've already done here just to save some time. Cut it out on the solid line. Then put it on top of your piece of construction paper and trace it with your pencil. Cut out 2 of these bats. So I've already done that, again to save some time, and you can see my 2 bats here. So I used black because most bats are black or brown, but you can use whatever color you want. Once you have your 2 bat cutouts, you want to put one on top of each of the other, just like this. Fold the wings down in opposite directions. And you can look at the bat template for a little dotted line that shows you where to fold. So it's going to look like this. You need to glue the body together. So underneath that line where you folded, just glue the head and the body. Don't glue the wings and don't glue the ears either. And there's my little bat. Now you want to take your straw, and at the end of it, cut 2 slits right across from each other. And these slits should be about a ½ inch long, but you don't need to be exact. And you can ask a grown-up for help with this part if you need to. Now that you have your slits, you want to take your bat and just slide it right in those slits. Like that. And then you can take some tape and tape it on just to make it secure on both sides. And now your bat's got a handle. Now that you have your bat, you need to make it fly. So for this, you're going to need your little piece of thin cardboard. Cut out 2 strips, about 6 inches long and about a ½ inch wide. But again, it doesn't need to be exact. On one side of your bat, tape it right to the middle. On the template, it's marked by an X, right about that spot. So it'll look like this. And then turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. And the final step is, at the very bottom of those little cardboard pieces, you want to tape the cardboard pieces together, but you don't want to tape it to the straw. So it'll look like this at the end, with the bottoms taped together. To make your bat fly, just move those cardboard pieces up and down. And you might need to adjust the placement of the little cardboard pieces to make the wings flap evenly. So you can experiment with that a little bit. And there you go, a flapping bat. You can decorate your bat with colored pencils or markers or yarn or sequins or whatever you have. And you can also experiment with making bats in different shapes and sizes. Bats come in all varieties, from teeny tiny little bumblebee bats to really big flying foxes. So try making bats in different shapes and sizes and see how they're different. This activity is adapted from Project Edubat, which has a lot of information on bats. If you want to know more, you can go to their website. You can also go to our Family Day website to find lots of activities about wings. So I hope you've enjoyed making a bat with flapping wings with me today. Have fun and be curious.